I got my indefinite leave to remain result and I got accepted. So finally, I'm a permanent resident of United Kingdom. So after 5 years. So this vlog is all about indefinite leave to remain and how you can apply, the tips, what advices I can give you, and also my experience about applying for indefinite leave to remain here in the UK. So for all of you who are planning to apply and all of those subscribers and viewers who are wanting or dreaming to like live here permanently here in the UK, this vlog is for you. Good afternoon. Welcome to another edition of Couch Talk on another very special episode today. And since it's my birthday last 2 days ago, February 16, and today I've received a very good news. I got my indefinite leave to remain result and I got accepted. So finally, I'm a permanent resident of United Kingdom. So after 5 years. So this vlog is all about indefinite leave to remain and how you can apply, the tips, what advices I can give you, and also my experience about applying for indefinite leave to remain here in the UK. So for all of you who are planning to apply and all of those subscribers and viewers who are wanting or dreaming to like live here permanently here in the UK, this vlog is for you. So before anything else, I would just like to invite everyone to please subscribe to my channel, itKENbeyouradventures, for more vlogs and also for more travel adventures and also for more activities about travel and about anything under the sun and about my life here in the UK. So for all who has never been into my channel or has never subscribed to my channel, please remain. So indefinite leave to remain will give you the opportunity to live here permanently here in the UK with no restrictions whatsoever in terms of your work and as well as in terms of your stay. Actually, there are different paths of indefinite leave to remain application. So with this vlog, I'm going to discuss to you my experience because I'm a nurse here. So my pathway is on tier 2, which is working visa or a migrant visa. So the thing is, I wanted to share my experience to all of you because I wasn't really expecting the results to come out as a positive result or the decision will be granted, because after I filed the application for my indefinite leave to remain here in the UK, I've realized or I've checked again, I've had a run through again with all my documents and I've seen a lot of discrepancies. I've got some errors with my documents as well and also my online application. There are some answers that I'm not so sure of. And that posed so much worry to me, and it made me so much paranoid actually, because I applied for a super priority wherein after 5 days it should be released, but my result and my decision came out after 7 days. So but if it's really meant for you, it's really meant for you. So the only tip that I can give you, if ever you're on the process of applying or waiting for your decision for your indefinite leave to remain, just be patient. Pray so hard, because if it's really for you, if it's meant for you, it's really meant for you. Before we proceed to like the application on what to like prepare, the documents that you need to like gather for indefinite leave to remain, let's just check also what are the advantages for you if you apply for an ILR or if you've got the ILR status. So first, you have opportunity for acquisition of a British citizenship. So after you are granted for indefinite leave to remain here in the UK, after a year of a resident here in the UK, you can definitely apply for a British citizenship. So that will give you an opportunity to have a British passport. So that's the main thing actually. So those applicants who were granted an indefinite leave to remain, their children will have the opportunity to get an automatic British citizenship. So how good that one is, that's a good news actually. So that's the second one. The third one is also you also have the right to like study. You have the right as well now to choose another job. If you have like one full-time job, you can apply for another part-time job without any restrictions, for as long as you follow the standards and the protocols of United Kingdom. Then you're safe to do it. How much will cost you if you wanted to apply for ILR, you know, indefinite leave to remain here in the UK? So there are like categories if you really wanted to go for a normal processing, which will take you like around 26 weeks or more. Or there is also like a priority service wherein it will take you like a few days. And there is also super priority, which will take you like around 24 hours and the result will just come out. So that really depends on what you really wanted to do. Biometrics application will also incur some costs. And you know, paid £110 for my booking for an appointment to the Home Office. This is now the bulk of the vlog, because you know, what documents or what do you need to do in order for you to apply for indefinite leave to remain here in the UK. So very important is that you've got your passport, because your passport is your proof of identity. So that will be your main, and also your biometrics residence permit card, which is now given like what is your current visa status. So if you're on tier 2, are you on tier 4, are you a student visa? So these two are very essential. As well as also, you have to take full consideration about your absences here in the UK, which is very important. So I know a lot of our viewers and a lot of people down there have so much confusion with regards to like absences. So you have to be mindful that here in the UK, when you wanted to apply for indefinite leave to remain, each year, each rolling year, you are only allowed at least 180 days that you are out of the UK, regardless of which country you go, for as long as the total number of days you're out of the UK should be less than 180 days every year for the last 5 years. Now, your annual leaves, if you're asking like, what about my off days when I went out of the country? So that as well is considered. So all your absences, all your travels that you went out of the UK, maybe it's like for a short trip, maybe it's like for a few days out of the UK, you have to all calculate and count them. So the rolling year will not start like January of the calendar year, but it's gonna start to when was the time you arrived in the UK. As for my example, I arrived here like February 6, 2015. So every February 6th of the year is my rolling year. So that's where my year starts. So that's how you will count your number of absences. Just make sure that it's not going beyond 180 days that you went out of the UK. And now, talking about absences in the UK, so who will confirm all of this that you went out of the UK? So we have your passport stamps. So very important that you have to track down as early as now. If you're planning to like apply for ILR, if it's like next year you're gonna apply, make sure that at this time you also is prepared already to you know, you have to like start checking your stamps in your passport, you're in and out of the UK. So you have to like evaluate that one, put it in a table. So put the countries that you've been, and also the dates you went out of the UK, and then the dates that you went into the UK, and also the reason as well of why you traveled to this country. What was the reason you left the UK? You have to like put this like in 3 columns of tables. So one is the dates that you went in or went out of the UK, and then second one are the countries that you've crossed or the countries that you went into, and the third column is all about the reason of your travel. So this one is also one of the proof or one of the documents that you need to attach. That one is sorted. Though the next one that you need to do is all your institutions, wherever you worked with, you have to secure a letter confirming about the absences that you've incurred in all 5 years that you've lived here in the UK. So like take for example, I've got like 2 employers. So I've asked my 2 employers to make a letter for me confirming all the dates that I went out of the UK. I just wrote down all the dates, put it in a letter. They made a letter. They've got their own formats for that, and then they signed for it, confirming that I was out in the UK, that it was a paid leave, and all of this they can confirm from the hospital that you work into or from the institution that you work into. And also, even if it's like a few days, just put all the dates in there. You know, it's very important and very essential that what is reflected on your table that you made regarding your absences in the UK is also stipulated in the letter that coming from your employer. So who to sign? Who's gonna sign all of these documents? So you can ask your manager, you can ask your deputy managers, your assistant managers to sign for your human resource officer to sign the letter for you. And another requirement is also your proof of English proficiency. So, do I need to take another exam again, my IELTS exam? Because, oh, my IELTS has been expired now for like, let's say, 3 years. The good news is, you don't need to take that one again. You don't need to take any English proficiency again. For as long as you attach this one, even if it's expired, just to give them a proof that you passed an English proficiency test. So Life in the UK test has no expiry. So once you pass the test, take it wherever, whenever you're ready, whatever year, whatever time you wanted to take it, even if it's like 1 year or 2 years before you apply for ILR, take that one, and then if you pass, just keep your records, and then when the time comes that you apply for ILR, then you have to show it. Another document that is very, very essential is also your payslips. So payslips, like take for example, this is basing on my experience because my pathway, I'm connected with an employer. So the employer can now sponsor you with regards to your funds. But if you're applying as a self-employed applicant for ILR, then they will ask for your bank account, bank details, everything about your finances. You have to supply supporting evidences for that one. But because I'm in a pathway wherein I'm sponsored by my employer or by an institution, then the institution will now then have the sole responsibility to guarantee me for my finances. So the only thing that is required of you for your application for ILR is your salary which is reflected in your payslip. So like a month's payslip before you apply for your ILR, you have to supply that one. Like a month before your application, like payslip a month before your application, you have to attach reflecting the salary that it came into your account. And then also talking about your payslip and talking about your salary status, you also have to establish your bank statement. So 1 month's bank statement wherein your salary came in reflected on your bank statement is very, very important. So also attach that one as a proof of your financial status. So those two things as well. Another document that you need is a certification that coming from your employer that they still need you. Very, very important and very, very essential because when you wanted to apply for an ILR here in the UK, they will confirm that you are still connected with your company and that you're not laid off. Because you know, you have also to be very particular as well in terms of your code system, because you know there are some professions that are part of like shortage lists works here in the UK or jobs. So you have to know your code if you can, you know, if you are into that category, because sometimes, you know, other professions are not eligible for ILR and they will base it actually on your salary grade, actually more than £35,000 a year of salary. And you know, there are other as well other aspects, but this letter will confirm that you're still needed for the company. So you have to ask your HR, reflecting there the number of hours you're working, your contract hours, the number of absences that you've incurred, the salary, your position in the company, as well as the need for you to be part of the company. So this, and also the code of your profession or your job. It should be like reflected on that letter. Now, those are the documents that you need for your ILR application. And when you jumpstart your application, make sure that you have complete documents. You check all of the details in there, all of the dates, if they're up to date and everything. And don't follow my example, because the problem with me is that one of my letters, which is supposedly, you know, this one you have to take note, because all the letters, all the documents that you're gonna pass to the home office for your ILR application should be not older than 3 months. So make sure that it's 3 months old before you apply. These documents are still valid. But you know, I've got like one document there, actually certification for my absences. I requested January 16, 2020, but the one that is reflected on my letter is January 16, 2019. So I get so paranoid about it. I was like, oh my god, I might not pass the results. So I got so worried about it, but you know, good heavens, you know, listen to my plea. So you know, I passed the application, so I had a positive decision. So you know, don't follow my example. I'm not saying that, you know, it happens to everyone. So probably sometimes like coincidence or no, but you know what I mean is, you have to be responsible. So be OCD on this, you know, be very, very obsessive compulsive in checking all the information there is and all the details. If they are connected, they are correct, and you know, no discrepancies in terms of dates, because very, very crucial with the application, because apart from it will take so much of your time, it's so costly, you know, it costs so much money. Imagine yourself receiving a failed decision coming from a home office, and then we'll ask you to like reapply. You know, apart from hurts, apart from all of those efforts and everything, it will cost you a lot of money. So guys, that's just a brief overview of like the whole process of this ILR, Indefinite Leave to Remain status here in the UK. And I'm very, very happy that I finally got my result after 5 years of waiting and living here in the UK. And then, you know, I'm on and I'm gearing and I'm gunning towards my British citizenship. Cross fingers, you know, for next year after 1 year of getting that permanent residency status. So for you guys who are like on their way to like application, relax. I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be alright. And for those who are planning to like apply for this one, this vlog is really for you. Very, very essential. And I hope that I've shared to you very essential tips on how you can go about your application for your ILR. And also, if you've got like some questions, I'm happy to like answer them on the comments below. And make sure you don't forget to like subscribe to my channel, It Can Be Your Adventures, for more information about travel. So guys, if we make this adventure fun and exciting, it can be your adventures. So guys, good luck and God bless your application for ILR, and I'm sure you're gonna get it.